It's Spacey Sims, and we are back with more Cupid Parasite, continuing Jupiter's route, and we are just about to get into a nice, friendly game of basketball. I can't imagine how this is gonna go wrong! Anyway, so, yeah. Here, a pass. Oh no, I sense danger! Yeah. Wait, what? I'm trying to pass the ball to you. You need to take it, not run away. We're on the same team, Peter! Just like this, Peter always ran away when the ball was passed to him. Peter, you have to take that ball and throw it into that hoop! Sorry, I understand, but my body won't listen. Huh. Oh, Mr. Snail has the ball now. Okay, I'm sorry. Shelby, if you're playing basketball in that suit... I don't like sports or basketball really, but I'm just picturing Shelby playing basketball in that suit and like, all right, Shelby, I think you got some points back. Because like, I can barely exist. So you playing basketball in a suit is impressive to me. I don't know, but anyway. While Peter was shuffling nervously, Mr. Snail stole the ball and... I assume they probably actually have gym clothes on, but like, scored a goal beautifully. I don't think it's a goal, but okay. Whoa! I don't think it's called a goal. I don't know anything about basketball, but I'm pretty sure it's not called a goal, but... All of my skills are SS. As expected of the president! Even though he's still wearing his suit, it doesn't seem to faze him one bit! With this, the game's a stomp! Oh, he is playing in a suit. God, that's even hotter. Okay, Shelby... This is payback for, like, everything I said in the last part, and then some like, poor Shelby's boring. I hate to say it, Shelby. Compared to everyone else, your route was a little boring, but, like, I'm impressed. Okay, all right, fine. Yeah, now he's looking at me, he's like, see, you were wrong. I know! I'm sorry, Shelby. It's not your fault. It's the game. The game just dealt you a boring hand, and in any other game, you'd be perfect. But, like, in this one, it's like, oh, poor Shelby. Anyway. He was right. Since Peter was avoiding the ball like the plague, and Mr. Snail was SS, even in basketball, the game was hardly fair. Hey, you, fashionable boy there. Why aren't you participating? Why does a fashion designer have to play basketball? What if I sprain my finger? Wow. Wow, okay, so he's an indoor type, huh? Well, let's hope we can see some action with our more indoor programs. I like how this one's taking a totally different, like, approach here. And why aren't you participating, Alan? I don't have to. We have an SS-ranked player in our team. I see, so that goes the same for Raul, I thought. But what's that pose for? Oh, God. Well, I guess it's impossible to do pankration and basketball at the same time. Can I ask you why you thought that was a good idea? Wasn't pankration a sport you do naked? What? Peter, you know pankration? Yeah, let's do it together! Oh! Raul and Peter naked together. That's going in a direction I didn't think this game was going to go. But okay. I'm gonna need a drink. Don't do a trick so suddenly! It hurts! Ow, ow, ow! Gee! Like this, the game was no longer basketball. I want to see Peter. I want to see Peter in that headlock that Raul put us in the game, and I want that CG, but I want Raul and Peter in that book because I need to see it now. Okay, I understand that basketball isn't what you do when you show off yourself, but Shelby's dunk shot is so cool. Well, I think we found Shelby's future wife right here. Bombers in love. Now, do you want to play soccer next? Let's bring a soccer ball from that gym storeroom. That door moved itself. What? At that moment, Peter heard some kind of noise and, like an exaggerated cartoon character, clung on to Mr. Melville. I love what a big fucking coward he is. I kinda don't appreciate a guy hugging me. Oh, wait, what's wrong? heard some unsettling sound there. This is definitely a crisis. Satan is calling me! Satan? Then you should never answer the call. If he gets you, you'll go unconscious. These three idiots together. Well, okay, Alan's actually the only one with brain cells in this group right here, but I love them all so much. Then, for some reason, Mr. Aconite clung to Peter, who was also still clinging onto Mr. Melville. I want this CG!
Oh, speaking of which, I remember an old rumor about a ghost haunting this gym.
A ghost? So this place is near the underworld. I can't stay here. Wait, Peter! Peter quickly ran away. Wait, Peter, that way is... Chee! And I tried to warn you that you were about to run into a pile of our equipment. He literally is fucking Scooby-Doo. He's a big, dumb dog. Oh, God! And Raoul is also a dumb dog. Why, God, what? You know, I never thought I was a dog person, and yet I am in love with the two absolute fucking dumb dogs in this. They are like, you're cute, but you're so stupid! And so... Oh, my God. I don't know what's happening anymore. What? Oh, you're still filming. Excuse me. Wow, so the ghost happened to be a security guard. Well, I can't believe he was actually scared of that. It's like he's a sensitive parasite. Whoa, he's intuitive. It's true that Peter's called the sensitive parasite by the staff in the company. That's it! Sensitive parasite. Then how about we continue this program as the Parasite 6 with the addition of Peter? Whoa, whoa, whoa! He's my boyfriend. What? Mr. Producer? Wow, now that's just a crazy idea, just like the producers of Lost York TV. However, it is true that 6 is a more appealing number than 5. So everyone watching this program, great news! From next week, this program will be on air with a new member in the Parasite 5. But he's my boyfriend. That's not fair. What? Seriously? This improvisation is too crazy. Now let's finish the first broadcast of the Parasite 5, or from now on, the Parasite 6. Bomber is killing me. Can we end this? Your voice hurts me, man. For now, this is Bomber Chorizo signing off. Bye-bye. Thank God. Doing Bomber hurts. And just like that, Peter became a member of the Parasite 5 due to the producer's arbitrary decision, and the program of Parasite 6 was decided to be on air from now on. But now I'm jealous. Hey, you guys. I'm making matcha, so don't stand up. Can you at least sit straight? When it was Ryuki's turn to show his skills, no one was able to stay still and... But I feel something like electricity on my feet. Oh no! Is this the start of Satan's attack? I feel like Peter and Raoul are just like two peas in an idiot pod. I don't even know if they share a single brain cell. Oh my God. Well. What? Satan again? You use oysters to make matcha? I'm not gonna drink it then! There's no way I put an oyster in. Just sit down. You two, President. Can't you at least stop working? Do you even want to drink some? Sorry, this is my duty. I'll have your matcha later. Arf! Growl! Arf! 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 I did nothing! I didn't even eat your food! In case you forgot, in Ryuki's route, she ate Kageru's food, and now we know for a fact that Jupiter is Chi, and that's even funny. I mean, at the time it was like, if Chi is Jupiter, this is hilarious. And it was funny when we found out that was true. And remember the time he ate the dog food? And now we're bringing it back up. Just in case you forgot, the game's like, remember that time he ate the dog food, by the way? In case you forgot about that. Because I would have. Probably. I didn't, because I've been on this, like, Jupiter and Chi are the same thing kick, and it's been funny in my head. So, but, like, if you weren't aware, and then you just forgot, I like that they keep bringing it up, and you're like, actually, that did happen. Thank you, game. I appreciate you reminding me. Because it's fucking hilarious still.
Hey, how about we go to the bed together?
Just shut up and behave, you... Beeps. I don't know if I deal with the squares. Like this, we made Ryuki angry. You beeps! I'm assuming they beeped him because he swore at us. Ryuki got angry. That's intense. And when Mr. Melville introduced his skills...
I'll teach you about the nightlife of Los York. And this one's my favorite club with no end to delicious girls and drinks. And now let's...
where is everybody?
Huh? What? Gil Lovecraft will now sing a song of heartbreak.
All I see is you. Why Gil's on the stage? What? Why? And also, he's definitely drunk. Who gave him alcohol? This is a fucking clusterfuck. I love this. No one's gonna want to date them. That's good. Keep like faves, which is like everybody in this game. They're all problematic. Alcohol? This is the only thing I gave him. Wait, this is vodka! Come back down! We're still filming right now! Yes, I understand. Then let's see each other at the next meeting. No, it's fine. Mr. President, save your work for later! Wait, where's Ryuki-kun and Mr. Akanite? Raoul went home because he said he had a mythology discussion to attend. Ryuki just said lame and went home. But we're still on air! Oh, it's the Parasite 6! Hey, you're the sensitive parasite, aren't you? You know, the good thing about this is he's gonna run screaming from the hills, so I don't have to worry about women picking him up. Oh, Peter ran away again. I'm sorry. I'm unlike my brother. I'm not good with women. Hey, wait, guys! And so everyone continued to be as free-spirited as usual. That's a way of phrasing it. Free-spirited. Finally, the day of the final broadcast was tomorrow. I'm exhausted. I was involved in filming the Parasite 6 program every day while also working as a bridal advisor in my spare time. I fell onto my bed exhausted. Finally, tomorrow's the final broadcast. I hope everything goes well. I thought we were doing the broadcast over a month, but then if we were doing the broadcast over a month, it'd have been past our 30 days with she, air quotes around that, being in love with us. You know what I mean? So, I laid down on my bed alone, looking at my phone. I looked up hashtag Parasite 6. When I searched by Parasite 6, there were tons of reactions to the program. I'm sorry, when she searched by
hashtag.
Ryuki-kun's so cute. It just makes me so mad that other people are pushing him around. Hashtag Parasite 6. Likes 25.
I feel so bad for Gil. I hope he gets over his broken heart.
Likes 79. The CEO loves his work too much. I understand why he's unmarried. Good luck on your search. Likes 13. Peter's such a scaredy cat. He's too cute. I always laugh when he runs until he's off screen. Likes 82. The program itself is actually quite popular, but I'm not seeing anybody step up to date them, though. Yeah, because only people like us, i.e. trash, are into the problematic trash faves. Every single one of these men is a problematic trash. They are. They're problematic trash, and we're here for it. We love it. That's why we're playing this game, but not many people are, like, volunteering to date trash, unless you play Atome games. That's why I said us. We volunteer to date trash, and sometimes we're like, nah, fam, I'm not into it. And other times you're like, yes, stab me harder. I'm just saying. If you put me in a cage one more time, Toma, I will fuck you up. Say, Jermaine, if you could choke me a little bit more, that'd be great. I'm just saying, you know, it really just depends on who you like and what they do to you, that where you tolerate it, okay? You know, there are some people who are totally into the cage. Excuse me, why are you down here? Oh yeah, you're supposed to be down there. I moved you down there, never mind. Well, I was just glancing around my room and Chuya didn't seem to be in the right spot, but he was. He was just angled weird. Anyway. This program was supposed to help them find matches. Yeah, but no, because I don't want my boys dating other hoes. Viewers watching the antics of these hopeless men on TV should be applying to date them, but okay, like we had to share frickin' Owen with Melanie, okay? I'm not giving up the rest of my boyfriends. Except for Gil, no offense, but like, it's okay, Gil. No one's trying for them. Most of the audiences mention that it's fun to watch them, but they don't want to date them. I mean, I want to be like, would you? But at the same time, yes. Well, it's also an advertisement for Cupid course, so it's okay, I suppose. Although the president came out that he's single, no one seemed to bash him. There were so many other issues with the other parasites, so Mr. Snail's little white lie wasn't that big of a deal in comparison. Not really his fault, but... Despite all that, everyone seemed more close than before, and the program itself was popular because all of the fun they were having, so... Spacey, is now a good time. At that time, I heard Peter's voice from outside the room. What is it? When I answered, the door opened after a few seconds. Peter's looking at me modestly. I wanted to ask if you'd like to grab a drink together. This is the first time you've ever invited me to something, Peter. Great timing. I was thinking about a drink. I got up from bed and accepted Peter's invitation. We settled for wine and cheese and sat together at the table. Swirling our red wine in our glasses, we were leisurely and peacefully enjoying ourselves. Would you like to grab a drink in the living room? Sounds great. Literally me. You want to go out and get a drink? By out, you mean just downstairs, right? Peter kept glancing at me multiple times. But before he could say anything, he munches down on cheese as if deciding against it. And when the wine bottle was nearly empty, we decided to go back to our rooms. Oh. Wait. Okay, it was a very silent yawn, but anyway. Well, I had to try to make noise. It was more silent than I'd liked it. Anyway. Now, let's go to sleep. We need to be up early again tomorrow. Yes, you're right. Do you have something to tell me? I couldn't help but ask him bluntly as he was being obvious with his shyness. He looked away bashfully and nodded. Well, tomorrow's finally the last day of filming, right? Then, will you go on a date with me again the day after tomorrow on your day off? As he spoke, Peter's face was definitely that of someone in love. Oh, that's right. The effects of my arrow still haven't worn off yet. I was reminded of that fact seeing the passion in his eyes, despite his shyness. We'd been so busy we weren't able to speak privately. Plus, he was always in his divine beast form unless we were filming. Not to mention that we both felt awkward after that kiss, and I felt we were both trying to avoid being intimate like real lovers. Because of our hectic schedules, I forgot that we were supposed to be lovers. Just for 30 days, though. Huh. I suddenly remembered the day after tomorrow was the last day. And on that day, Peter's love toward me will fade away as the arrow's influence wears off. For the first time, I felt a sense of loneliness when I realized that. He was so attached to me. Will he ever embrace me again? And the kissing, will he ever kiss me again? Huh. What? What am I thinking? My cheeks suddenly blushed and I couldn't look at Peter's face. You don't want to? No, that's not it. I'd love to. Let's go on a date. When I answered quietly, Peter smiled with an innocent warmth. Yeah. Oh. Like this, my words and my actions were making someone else happy. This is what lovers are. This is love. And Peter's happiness was filling me with joy as well. Everything from his expressions to his eyes made me feel so elated. Maybe I'm happy because I've also fallen in love with him. Yeah, but his is going to wear off and yours won't. I mean, we know his won't, but it's fine. Oh, Minerva!
What is this? That incubus? Did he end up betraying me? Ugh! She's dating some weird man, but her divine artifact is still around her neck. Are you telling me that I failed again? Oh well, it's about time for the current Cupids rolled in anyways. I'll try again when the next Cupid is chosen.
Patience.
Shame. I got along well with the current one, so it's a pity that she'll no longer be Cupid. But... Oh, Alexander, for you, I'll try 1,000,000 times. Even if I fail this time, I'll succeed one day. Surely.
And there she goes with her eyes open where, the crazy's coming out. I cannot believe she bamboozled me that hard. Jupiter, I figured out. Peter is Jupiter. Okay. Oh, also Jupiter is Chi. Wait. Okay, I figured that shit out, but it wasn't until Minerva backstabbed me I missed the title of this chapter. Hold on, let's pretend we're going to save this. so I can read it. But, like, sure, I'm just gonna say Jupiter, God's measure of love. Okay, that's what the title of the chapter was. You might have seen it, but there you go. God's measure of love. Anyway, the next day, filming for the last episode of the Parasite 6 was set to take place at Mr. Snail's vacation home, but you bastard! You stole my girlfriend! Again! And we're live. Yes. About that, I'll send you an email right away. So the statue of Ekaterina? Whatever. 2 was dressed according to Greek myths. They say it was just for fun, but I have a different theory. I knew it. Gil, your skin is completely dehydrated.
Wait, can that device detect dry skin? I had no idea there was such a thing. That should definitely come in handy.
Why would I be scared of such a silly fairy tale?
Huh. Hey, a beater. What's that behind you?
We only had half an hour till filming started, and they were all still talking up a storm. This is fine. Everything's fine. I'm Cupid, the goddess of love. I'd never let a little thing like this get to me. This is fine. Everything's fine. The room is literally on fire with all these dumpster fires. God, I love this game so much. Lost York TV is making another season of that mythology show. I love all the ridiculous theories they come up with. Coming from someone with it. Okay. Yeah, I'm just saying. That oysters are Satan. The humidifier's all out of water. It's getting far too dry in here. They do want to get married, don't they? I don't think so. They weren't taking this seriously at all. They seem to have zero desire to show off any of their good points and try to attract a partner. Of course, none of them other than Gil really showed any interest in marriage. I thought she was gonna say none of them other than Gil had any real good points. I was like, ouch. It's kind of true. We dated them. They were good boys underneath their stupidity. And even with Gil, he was really popular with audiences at first, but everyone can tell he's still not over that other girl, so now girls say they'd never want to date him. Yeah, I mean, hi. When he's like, oh, well, you're dating him, and he's like, oh, well, my true love, her hair was different texture than yours. I mean, yours is fine, but it's not, like, he's gonna, like, compare you to a girl he never actually dated. Like, what the fuck? But after all, this is the Parasite 5. The same troublesome group that every single other advisor gave up on. I mean, nobody wants to date me because I'd be like, you're not as good as my 2D boyfriends. You know, but at least I'm aware of that and I don't try. You know what I'm saying? Like, Gil, give it up. Just pine away in secret like the rest of us. Still, I was resolved to help them as much as I could, even after the show was finished. Cheat! Just then I heard a shout from a nearby closet. Looking at the door, I saw the sleeve of a jacket sticking out. Come on, Peter, you scaredy cat. All right, it's time. Places, everyone, places. Peter, come on, get out here. Everyone, hurry up and get changed, then meet back by the sofa. I forced the 6 rambunctious boys to change their clothes, then gather them all in front of the camera. Oh my god, what are they all wearing? I need to see this. And that's how the final episode of the Parasite 6 began. But we don't get... Why are they changing? What are they changing into? If they're changing, I want to see. Hello to everyone out there in Lost York. Don't you dare touch that dial because it's time for the Parasite 6. Bummer. I'm gonna have, like, laryngitis for, like, a week. As usual, I'll be your host, everyone's favorite Bummer Chorizo. The time has come at last. It's the final episode. Are you going to miss us? Yeah, I'm super sad too. But what's done is done. Anyway, will our Parasite 6 finally take on a brighter view of marriage by the end of the show? I mean, I doubt it. It's like, what, 30 minutes? Let's see what they have to say. Hi there, Parasite 6. So, how y'all feeling? Oh, they're wearing their fancy suit. Why does Peter not get a fancy suit? Seriously? They all put on their Bummer. Like, they all put on their fancy suits, right? But they didn't even give Peter a fancy suit. They were like, nah, Jupiter doesn't get one. Everybody else gets a fancy tux and shit. Alan's is still one of my favorites. But Raoul is like absolutely 100% like, Shelby, I love you, but for God's sakes, that fucking ascot going on there. Is it a cravat? Is it an ascot? What's the difference? Is it the way you wear it? I don't know. But like, okay. I think it's more like an ascot. I'm not sure. Because wouldn't I... Is Ellen's a cravat? I don't know. But like, okay. Same thing going on. They're wearing scarves. Let's just go there. But the way Shelby's doing it is like, you were a douche on a yacht. You just need a captain. Oh, this is my yacht. Buffy. Like, I mean, I love Shelby, but that's the look he's going for right there. And then you've got Alan over there who is literally like fucking vampire prince, but I'm here for it. Even without it's the coat really, but without that, just the vest and that is good. That is how you do the fucking scarf shit going on, okay? God damn it, Shelby, why? Shelby, you gained points for playing basketball in a suit, but you've lost them again because I had to look at the suit again, and everything about it is like douche. I know he's a rich dude, but he's like, you don't have to be a douche. Anyway, Ryuki's is always great, obviously. But like, why? Gil's is like, Gil looks like I'm a 25-year-old who got this suit and I'm doing this right? Like, not really style savvy, but like manages. But he's like, I put on a suit jacket and a tie and khaki pants, right? And you're like, not exact. Good try. Good effort. But you are like every like college dude bro who has to like go for a job interview and you're wearing your khaki pants and you're like, there's nothing wrong with it, but you know, it's so basic. But fucking A, Peter doesn't even get a fancy suit. That's what we're bitching about here. I do like oogling them in their suits, but like, Raoul is absolutely like hoity-toity fucking movie star. That's 100% the outfit. They're spot on with that. And then Alan is definitely like sexy demon lover, and I'm here for both of them. I'm just disappointed that Peter didn't get a fancy suit, and I'm just very sad for him. Like, why? Why didn't he deserve one, okay? Rude. Anyway, you're all so popular, you know? What do you have to say to all those adored fans out there? Gil, let's get started with you.
I'm gonna keep working hard and do my best to make her love me.
Wow, so the first guy has totally given up on looking for new love, huh?
Wow. Actually, this show is what made me realize just how much I love her, so I'm gonna stick to my guns.
He does look kind of adorable when he's blushing like this, but like, I can't forget the character trope you are that I hate. Even though, again, they did it really well in this, and I'm pleased with how his route went. He's not my type, but at least he didn't piss me the fuck off where I want to light him on fire like his type usually does. But I still cannot love you, Gil. I just can't do it. You're adorable, and you are the glasses character, but for some reason you just didn't appeal to me visually, even though you're the glasses character. Anyway. Well, glad to hear you're facing forward with eyes wide open. It's not so bad being devoted to one person. Okay, Shelby, you're up. Me? Well, I'm grateful to you all for being by my side as I go through this new experience. I plan to put all my effort into helping our valued clients find love. If you're looking, please come see us at Cupid Core. I like the fact that they're all giving up.
Good. Because none of you are allowed to date anyone that isn't me.
Just saying. Whoa, he just used us for free advertising. Now that's what I call a prestige parasite. Next up, we got Ryuki-kun the fashion boy. Honestly, I still have no clue what the point of all this was. I only did this because my sister said it would help my design work. If you want to date me, you need to be more attractive than at least 98% of the population. I can't recognize any less. Quite literally. That's just the way I prefer to live. If I have to change, I'd rather just stop looking altogether. Whoa, hold on. Remember, my man, this show is all about looking for love. And I've given up. So listen up, folks. If you think you can change his mind, please get in touch with Cupid Core. All right, Ellen Melville, which we know Ryuki's like, fine. I mean, you have to be fucking perfect. And some people are going to, he's never going to find love. It's fine. The only reason he found love with us is because we made him change. Involuntarily. He was like, wait, I have changed. You made me grow as a human. No one else is going to do that. Okay, Alan looks super fucking hot right now.
I'm waiting for any and all messages from girls in love. I have the technique to bring you the sweetest dreams imaginable.
We know he does. I guess the thieving parasite hasn't changed at all. Just don't do anything illegal, okay? Raoul Agonite, how about you? Well, I still don't know much about love, but I did get to have lots of conversations about mythology with Peter, so that was fun. Peter and Raoul are actually like our perfect himbo, like, thruple couple with me, you know. And then, okay, whatever, we're a square, because it's really just like, I feel like Alan, Peter, and Raoul are perfect for us, the four of us as a group. You know, normally you're like, I want to be in the middle of this man sandwich. Here's my throuple. But, like, no, we got to have a side piece, which is Alan. Because, like, you know, and then Raoul would just lose his motherfucking mind. Because he's like, wait. You used to be an angel? And now you're a demon? And you're actually fucking Jupiter? And he would, yeah, it'd be great. We'd have to punch Minerva in the face, though, and be like, you're not touching my fucking boyfriend. Well, this boyfriend. Or any of them. But. Gee! Huh? I thought Peter was the sensitive parasite. Was he really just another obsessed parasite? No, I just know a bit more than the average person, so... Well, I'm just glad you two got along. Now, Peter, you weren't actually looking for love, but do you have anything to say? Tell us live on TV how much you love me, Peter. Tell me. Wait, me? But I'm not trying to get married, so... Well, I guess it was really fun. For the first time on the show, Peter actually made a totally natural smile. He was clearly relieved. I felt like I actually made friends on the show, and I've never really had friends before, so... what am I saying? Anyway, that's all. Peter! He blushed, then ran away at full speed. So we made some friends, huh? That's awesome. I'd be glad to be his friend, too. Bomber. You're too good for this game. Uh-oh. Looks like it's time to say goodbye. That's all for the Parasite 6. Thank you all for watching. On behalf of everyone, this is Bomber Chorizo, signing off. This program was brought to you by Cupid Core. Goodbye and good luck. Bye, Bomber. I partially will miss you, but not because I don't want to do your voice anymore. It hurts. And we're out. Great job, everyone. That was fantastic. That's a wrap on the Parasite 6. Parasite 6 Season 2. Coming in a fan disc. Do they have a fan disc for this? I don't know. It's finally over. I don't really know what you could do in a fan disc for this, because, like, everyone basically got married, so, like... Well, oh, but still. I let out a huge sigh of relief. Somehow we'd gotten through the final episode without any major problems. It was all over. Nobody said anything awful, and the internet didn't have anything to freak out over. The last episode was a complete success. Aside from everybody being like, I give up. Okay, Peter, it's all over. You can come out now. Gee! As I was coaxing him from the closet, some staff members brought out a huge spread of food, probably thanks to Mr. Snail. They quickly set out the various plates and utensils. Way to go, everyone. I've set up a little wrap party for us. Please relax and enjoy yourselves. I mean, I love Shelby, but goddamn, that suit's so douchey. Seriously, good job, everyone. I'll make us all some herbal tea. Is there any salad?
I've been enjoying bubble tea a lot lately, but I don't imagine you've got any of that here.
Helen. Okay, hi. This is two of my God, they're so hot together. And I've been on a big ambrosia kick lately. But you probably don't have any of that either, huh? Don't talk about the drink of the gods as if it's as common as bubble tea. We don't have either of those, but we do have plenty of champagne. Feel free to drink up. It makes you feel like you're drinking ambrosia and it's full of bubbles. And the next day, you're going to feel like you got kicked in the face by Satan. But, it's all good at the time. And so the Parasite 6 rap party got underway. We all got to work drinking and enjoying ourselves as usual. Eventually, Peter climbed out of the closet. This is pretty crazy. The TV station staff had all left, leaving just me and the Parasite 6, including 5 very drunk humans.
What the hell? Seriously? That's too funny. Just too...
Why am I always getting rejected? Gil, you're right. Let's watch Troy together. I believe that the version of Helen in the film represents Venus, and... Enough. Staying up so late is terrible for my skin. I'm leaving. I need to take care of myself. I see. A boiled egg. It was actually there. Very interesting.
Yeah! I need to go to the bathroom.
I hope Professor Melville's okay. He's been going to the bathroom a lot tonight. Why? There's Peter all blushy and adorable at us. Gee. Just imagine him being like that. I'm being like, gee. I'm like, gee. Meanwhile, Peter's been clinging to me the entire night. Even with the others around, he's been sniffing my hair and putting his head in my lap. Gee. Feels so nice. Can I bite you? Absolutely not! Why did he keep mentioning wanting to bite me? I guess his cheese side really comes out when he drinks. I'm really curious about the biting, too. Gee. While trying to comfort an overly demanding Peter, I enjoyed my own drink. When did everyone turn into a bunch of lightweights? Have I really become that much of a heavy drinker? I thought gods couldn't get drunk, but considering how Peter was acting, I guess I was wrong. Raoul had pulled on another movie for Gil, who was already sobbing. I know I should feel bad for poor Gil. Poor Gil, he's so heartbroken, and we all have been there before. It hurts, but, it's so funny. He's such a goddamn train wreck, and I just, karma's gonna bitch slap me for laughing at Gil so much, the poor thing. But, he's definitely made to be the butt of all the jokes in this game. This will be the 3rd movie tonight. I think it might be time for everyone to call it a night and head to bed. Raoul is explaining the story in detail to Gil, whose eyes were still shining. Even Mr. Snail was nodding along. I see. So that's why humans invented sukiyaki. I had no idea. Nothing he's saying makes any sense. It seemed like he was listening to Raoul intently, but then he responded with pure gibberish. I was subjected to watching Troy along with the group of drunks. Venus gave to Paris, the Prince of Troy, the most beautiful woman in the world, and that started a huge war. Dad's always talking about the Trojan War, so there's a chance this actually happened. I thought about his stories as I watched the movie and petted Peter, who was in his chi form. But, okay, he's in his chi form suddenly, and you're just sitting there petting him, and everybody else is like, she's drunk, she's petting the air. Well, by the second half of the movie, everyone was dead drunk and sprawled out on the floor. Snore. Shelby snoring. Okay. Chi! Snore. Well, he's not Peter, he's Chi, but whatever. I can hear everyone's not so gentle breathing, even over the movie's dialogue. Well, yeah, because they're all drunk snoring. Even Peter had fallen asleep, clinging to me, and now he wasn't moving at all. Is he in his Chi form or not? Because you literally just said he was in his Chi form, but now it's Peter. Anyway. Seeing Peter's relaxed face made me even more sleepy. I didn't feel like moving, so I decided to just go to sleep where I was. I adjusted one of the cushions on the couch and laid down.
How careless of her to fall asleep with all these guys around. Here. Wow, she looks delicious. Is she finally in love? Let's just have a little taste.
Alan! Road! Consent! Alan, negative points. Negative points to Gryffindor, Jesus. Melvador? I don't know. The morning sun brightened my closed eyes and I woke up. As I rose, I remembered that I'd been dreaming. What? I was having the most incredible dream. It was so nice and warm. I feel like I was making love to Peter. Alan! You cannot do that! I mean, you're doing it to other people, but I feel like it's consensual. This was not consensual. You're like, I'll come into your dreams later and romance you. And they're like, okay. But like this... Oh no! Why did I... Alan! Oh, hi! I love you more than anything in the world. This is incredible. How about you? Tell me what you're thinking. My heart, my body, it's all yours. Use it however you want, okay? I mean, okay. I like the fact that they put him in there shirtless, just for funsies. I remember more about what we did in my dream and quickly shot up out of bed. Oh no, I can't believe I had a dream like that. Seriously? Do I really want to do those kinds of things with Peter? Oh, are you awake? What? He came into my room and I felt myself start to blush. Because we were doing some crazy things together. It was just a dream, but I recalled it so clearly. I couldn't look him straight in the eyes, so I looked down instead. Are you okay? I hope you don't have a hangover, do you? I'm fine. Wait, what do you mean, too? I tilted my head slightly, and Peter gave me an embarrassed shrug. Well, nobody else seems to want to wake up. I got dressed and went into the living room, where it looked like there'd been a massacre. I feel awful. Water. What else is good for this? We should cook some breakfast. There's probably still food laid out everywhere. Eat some of that left out all night food from the night before. You know what? When you're hungover, it's fine. I'll get you some water, and I'll fix up something perfect for hangovers. Just hold on a sec. I'm sorry, but all I've got is... What? There's nothing but jelly drinks. That's correct. You just pass out. Yeah, I don't even want to think about food right now. My old professor said that a big meal is the best cure for a hangover. That's a pretty common thing in Lost York, right?
Lost Yorkers must have strong stomachs. I really think I ate too much already. It was so good, but I shouldn't have done it drunk.
Yeah, you shouldn't have done it at all.
I just can't today. I'm going back to sleep.
Everyone dropped back down groggily. It seemed like Peter and I were the only ones who were fine. I didn't see Ryuki anywhere, so I assumed he'd already headed home. At least we didn't have to worry about the one minor. That's true. We should go shopping. Good idea. I thought that if I made a big pot of chicken soup, they could each have some as they woke up. With a solid plan in mind, we headed out into the bright city morning. She's gonna get, like, real chicken and noodles and shit, and I'd be like, Campbell's shit in a can? We'll just get a bunch of it. It's fine. Lipton packets. Packet-o noodles. Cup-o noodles. That works fine. That was so good. Yeah, this chicken soup stuff really is delicious. I'm sure it'll make them feel better, but... Even after getting back, making the chicken soup, and eating our own fill, the others were still asleep. Guys, I made you all some soup. I'll have some later. They could only groan and mutter. I guess maybe I should just leave them alone. Just as I was about to ask Peter what we should do, he took a hold of my arm. Spacey. When I turned to look at him, I saw two pleading eyes. He must be thinking about the date we were supposed to go on today. Let's make our getaway. Okay. Aw. I thought for a second she was going to be like, we can't leave them. They're fucking adults. Leave them. Don't be their mom. They're not our problem in this route, okay? This man is our problem. This big, dumb, scaredy cat idiot is our problem. Let's make him happy. Sorry, boys. You got yourself into this mess. We'll pick up the pieces later. He smiled shyly. Hand in hand, we quietly snuck out of the house. Look, I'm just saying in the man harem, if you get that fucking drunk, you're on your fucking own unless somebody else is gonna take care of you. Because not gonna be me, I'm not your mom. Alright? I am the house warden. I am your prison innkeeper. I don't know what I'm saying. I am the master of this house. I do not clean up after your messes. You do that yourselves. Just saying. You need to be self-sufficient, boys. Unless it comes to snuggles and love. I will give you those. I mean, if you want to snuggle with each other, I'm fine with that too, but... Anyway. Snuck out of the house. I don't really know what goes on in the mental man harem. I just say these things as they come to me as we're playing these games. I don't really have like a plan or anything. Once we were outside, we happily walked down the street like a real couple. The morning sunlight was energizing and the gentle breeze was quite refreshing. Oh, look! Isn't that dress cute? It sure is. It would definitely look good on you. Want to try it on? Actually, my study abroad program... Oh, God! Oh, dear God. How the fuck did that get in my house? Okay, hold on. Hold on a second. Oh, God, where'd it go? Okay. I can't breathe. I'm just sitting here, something goes like, you know, sometimes like you're sitting there, something goes flying in front of your face and it's like a bird feather or a piece of dust. And I was like, what is that? Which is why I screamed that. No, it's a giant fucking wasp. I'm inside the house. Where the fuck did that come from? There's not a window. I mean, there is, but it's not where it came from. Where the fuck did it come from? Why was there a wasp in my fucking house? Oh my God, and then it was on the door frame, and then I was like, where'd it go? And then I had to get my slipper, and then I smashed it, which just knocked it somewhere, and then I smashed, oh my God, it was horrifying. I had to like beat it with my slipper a million times. I didn't want to die, and I was like, I'm gonna die, it's gonna attack me. Oh my God. But like, how the fuck did it get in my house? Holy shit. That's terrifying. Okay, I don't want bugs in my house, but I certainly don't want wasps. How the fuck did that get in? How? Oh, good God. Okay, that was scary. Oh, good God. Okay, anyway. Okay. Anyway. Actually, my study abroad program is getting ready to end soon, so... Oh, that's true. We stared at each other and smiled sadly. I was sure we were feeling the same thing in that moment. Without a word, we both knew we were thinking how sad it was that we'd have to head back soon. But I'm having so much fun here. I want to keep living as a human. I've been here almost 4 years now, but that's not nearly enough. Being human is so much more fun than I realized. I hope gods can start coming down here to have more fun often. Then I wouldn't have to feel so sad. But this time, I only get the 4 years. I walk through the city, etching every single moment into my heart. After a while, we decided to visit the Lost York Art Museum. We whispered to each other as we were searching for paintings of the gods. Oh, look! Here's a portrait of Mom! Are they gonna pop it up? There it is. And now this takes me back. I remember Botticelli painting this very well. What? Really? Of course, all the artists from that era were obsessed with Venus. I remember Minerva and Juno being very jealous. They were constantly having little beauty contests between them. Oh, that's true. There's that one story, right? About the golden apple? There was a story about all 3 of them claiming an apple that was for the most beautiful goddess of all. Technically it was a myth, but since Mom and Aunt Minerva had always argued so much, I assumed it really happened. Oh, I didn't know you were familiar. Well, ever since, they have always been at each other's throats. It's exhausting. You sure do know a lot about the gods, huh, Peter? Is it because you're Lord Jupiter's divine beast? Yeah, that's why. I'm his personal assistant, so I have to pay close attention to what he has to deal with. Wow, so then, do you know what Lord Jupiter thinks of me? You? Yeah, I've hardly ever talked with him. I'm curious what his opinion of me is. For some reason, Peter just smiled sadly. Lord Jupiter, well, one time he told me that he likes watching you. That didn't come out creepy. Huh? Really? But we've only talked a couple of times. He thought you were, surprisingly human. A god that's not like a god, so he enjoys seeing how you behave. I can't tell if that's supposed to be a compliment. Oh, of course it is! To be honest, I love that about you too. As he said the word love, he smiled bashfully. I suddenly felt shy myself, so I looked away from him and found a painting to focus my attention on. Oh, look! The statue looks just like your chi form! That's... Huh. Do you recognize this one too? Could the person who made this see divine beast somehow? That looks like an eagle. It looks nothing like chi. But nice try. Maybe he couldn't see Lord Jupiter, but it definitely looks just like chi. How amazing! Yeah, I guess so. I guess maybe someone did see me in my chi form once. I heard that gods used to come down to the human realm a lot more often, way back in the past. That's true. For a long time, their world was full of chaos, so they needed strong divine guidance. I see, but then we stopped coming at some point. Still, humans seem to have done pretty well for themselves. Hey, Peter, how come the gods seem to never want to live like humans? What do you mean? I get that they don't like coming down here because it means they'll age, but why not for quick things like shopping or whatever? You know, buy some books or clothes, go to the movies, get some bubble tea, then head back to Celestia. I mean, it's like a day trip, you know what I mean? We didn't say come down and live here, we meant like come down to day trip, you know? But nobody seems to want to do that. Aunt Minerva's the only one that likes human culture, and they all call her weird for it. It just seems like such a waste to not enjoy such a wonderful world as much as possible. Now that I'd spent some time down in the human realm myself, I felt even stronger about that. Why did they never enjoy human things? Why not try to learn even a little bit about them? Gods aren't all that great anyway. Maybe there's a need for them, but I don't think they're any better than humans. Both of them are just as precious, just as priceless. To be honest, I feel the same way. I even tried to suggest that to them once myself. Gods are boring. They're selfish, they do whatever they want, and they never bother trying to learn from humans. Maybe all they can think about is how humans were during the era of mythology, and that's why they don't see the point. What do you mean? And there was a time when humans invoked the names of the gods whenever it was convenient. Peter looked sad when he said that. Whenever something bad happened, they blamed the gods. I mean, how many times do they blame Jupiter and Neptune for the weather? So I made a rule that said if any god came down to the human realm, they could never use their powers and reveal themselves. She's like, you made the rule? Huh, Peter, you made that rule? No, of course not. I meant that my master did. Lord Jupiter, you mean? Yeah, right. He's like, I suggested it! Peter nodded. I couldn't read the expression on his face at all. He quickly shook his head in order to move on. Anyway, we're supposed to be on a date, right? How about we go see a movie? Oh, you don't mind? What do you... He must have remembered halfway through the last time we went to the movies, because his face suddenly turned red. Well, I guess that's true. We did just go the other day, huh? Then how about some... what's it called? Window shopping? Why don't we go to the pet store and look for some chi-sized clothes? Just one collar shouldn't be a big deal, right? Chi! I like how she's like, a collar. Excuse me? You want to put a collar on me? Girl, you're into some kinky shit. Oh, but maybe divine beasts shouldn't wear anything in the human realm. I mean, nobody can see you, so... Thinking back on the cupcake incident, I realized that they just see a collar floating through the air. It would just look like one of those fake dog leashes where you look like my invisible dog. Does anybody remember those? They were like... Do they still exist? But like, they were like... It looked like a little doggy leash, right? But it was like stiff. So it looked like you were walking an invisible dog, but it was just like basically like a stick with a collar on it. Like... I don't know. I don't know why that was like a thing, and it was like, but it was like, it was a thing, and it wasn't just like you saw it once. Like, you saw it, not like everywhere, but like enough places that you remember it multiple times. Fuck. Weird shit happened decades ago, didn't it? Jesus Christ. Anyway. Oh, yeah, I guess you're right. Even if you found one you really liked, I wouldn't be able to wear it. That's too bad. I was thinking a bow tie would look great on Chi. Just kidding. Are you sure about that? Of course, because it's permanent, right? We can't buy anything like that today. Only temporary things. Flowers, coffee, chocolate, things like that. Okay? A good idea. Then how about we check out that cafe on 7th Ave? I've been wanting to go ever since I heard about it at work. Oh, that espresso specialty cafe. That's the one. I heard they have really amazing tiramisu. Okay, then let's go get some coffee. Great. And that's how we spent the final day before the effects of my Cupid's bow quietly expired. We took the subway to the cafe and enjoyed some espresso together. Then we went to the library and browsed through the books and discussed how people from the medieval age thought about gods. It was a totally normal, perfectly regular date. The kind of date someone might say, I want to go somewhere different for once. A very common desire for Lost Yorkers. But for me, that normal date was so much fun. I hated thinking that we might never do that again after my arrow faded. We only have a few minutes left, so we'll see what happens. Before I knew it, night had come. We held hands and walked down the street. Lost York Park was completely empty. All we could hear was the sound of the breeze. That was punctuated with a car honking off in the distance. Okay. Lost York was like a bright, dazzling jewel box, and this was the only spot in the city as quiet as Celestia often was. The arrow's going to expire any minute now. Yeah, that's true. I recalled that the matchmaking party started right at 6 p.m., and unless I was mistaken, I accidentally shot Peter with the arrow an hour after the party started. I looked at the time, then at Peter's face. I wonder how it feels when the effect wears off. Will everything just suddenly go back to normal? Do you know, Peter? I stepped on the grass and turned around. He just smiled at me sadly. You know what? Can we just kiss as the time runs out? Sorry, I don't. I don't really know much about the divine artifacts, but I hate the idea of losing this feeling. If possible, I want to go on loving you. Aww. His eyes were filled with sorrow, and he softly touched my cheek. I've been interested in you for so long. I wanted to know what your voice sounded like. When I first heard it, I was so happy. It's true, because we were a voiceless angel. What? What on earth was he talking about? What did he mean when he first heard my voice? When is he going to tell us he's Jupiter? I wanted to ask him, but for some reason I couldn't open my mouth. His eyes were boring into me deeply. Eyes that had watched the world for an eternal, everlasting lifetime were now looking right at me, right? He's seen eternity, and yet you are the only thing he wants to look at. I'm just saying, that's kind of special. I recalled that Chi told me he had existed ever since Lord Jupiter himself was born, which means he's been gazing down on the human realm for so much longer than I've existed. But somehow, I was his first kiss. Knowing that made me kind of happy, and right now you're the only thing he wants to look at. And before the arrow expires, can I kiss you one more time? God, yes. In that moment, I felt like he could see straight into my heart. I nodded awkwardly. Yes, that's fine. This could be my final kiss. If I went back to Celestia to resume my job as Cupid, I might never get the chance again. We joined hands, then hid ourselves in a nearby grove so nobody could see us. We jumped in a bush. In a grove, okay. I gently closed my eyes, hiding the fact that what I really wanted was... He pulled me close to him. In a moment, I felt pressure on my lips. I couldn't have said anything if I wanted to. Oh, I love it! Okay, except for, of course, it's like the side of him where his hair's over his eye. But, like, it's just so cute. The hand on the tree and the... Oh, I love this CG. They seem to like to hide Peter's face, though, which is slightly disappointing. But I love the way he's got his arm wrapped around her waist, but then he's got the hand on the tree. I don't know. God damn it. Oops, wrong button. I'm not moaning for them, you know. As our lips touched, I could feel my temperature rising. It was nothing like our last kiss. I wasn't sure if it was because it was outside or some other reason completely. Either way, my heart swelled and I wrapped around his neck, begging for more kisses. Spacey. He tightened his grip and my back arched in response. We're definitely going over. Our kiss became deeper and deeper, and I held on to him tightly to keep from falling over. It was like something out of a movie. We shared our breath with each other. Oh no, Love is that moment where you lose yourself in another person. I recalled that line from a movie I'd seen. You're just saying that because of the kiss. That's not true love. That's what the other person said. But this intense feeling was true. I was sure of it. Is it because I'd kissed someone? Or specifically because I'd kissed the person I loved? Even as Cupid, I had no idea. But I was feeling more and more greedy, and my heart didn't want the kiss to end. Spacey, I want you. Right here? Just then he gently pushed me into a tree behind me and ran his tongue across my neck. Wow, hi, whoa, we're good. Yeah, right here, okay. His hands explored every inch of my body as if he were a trapped animal. I was startled at his sudden intensity. I did not think this... Shh, we should have stopped. I thought of all the references to making love I'd seen in the movies, and the dream I'd had last night. Peter was still licking my neck and was acting as if he'd completely lost himself. He kinda did. Gods aren't supposed to do things like this, right? But Mom and Dad definitely did, though. That wasn't really the same thing, though. We were outside, and his feelings were all coming from my Cupid's bow, so... Wait, no. As I put my hands on his shoulders and pushed him back, Peter came to his senses. I'm sorry. Honestly, I'm really sorry. While we were kissing, my head just became kind of chaotic, and... How shameful of me. I should never do something like that. After all, I've only ever known fraternal love. Peter sat down, looking like he was about to cry. I tried to think of a way to comfort him. It's okay, Peter. You only feel like this because of my arrow. Once the effect fades, you'll go back to... Wait. The effect should have faded already. Checking the time again, I saw it was well past the time when the matchmaking party ended. In other words, the arrow's effect should definitely be gone by now. Are you sure? But nothing feels different inside. Peter tilted his head and looked at me. I was a little scared at what I saw in his eyes. Oh, we're going back to the apartment and we're getting it on. Because there was still a look of burning passion. I felt like my own instinctive desires might consume me. Even though it was Peter. Even though it was the sensitive Parasite. Despite all that, it was clear that he was the predator and I was his all-too-willing prey. I mean... well, I think that about does that for our date. Thanks a bunch, Peter! Yeah, I guess you're right. No, everything was still so awkward. Just admit you love him. After a crazy makeout session just now, I guess that was to be expected. What should I do? Kiss him! To be honest, I wanted to keep kissing him. And maybe more than that. I kept trying to make up excuses like this was just research, I needed to learn about love, but none of it stuck. Cupid, listen, the truth is... He called me by my real name. He sounded like he was half out of breath. He took my hand. I was sure he was going to kiss me again. I raised my eyes to his as he slowly came closer. Just then I heard a tree branch snap. Peter suddenly spun around. He looked around nervously like a wild animal preparing to fight or run. There's danger nearby. Come on. You really are the sensitive Parasite, huh? There's nothing to worry about here in Shh! I can feel it stronger than ever before. What the hell? Look at his intense eyes. What? Feel what? I had no idea what he was talking about, but he was more scared than I'd ever seen him before. It's time to head home, and we'll be safe there. Okay? Peter took my hand and we started to run. What happened all of a sudden? Those feelings of sweet greed and desire he'd shown before were completely gone. I like the fact this sounded like a walkie-talkie, like a park ranger or some shit. I don't know. I was totally confused, but I followed him back home. We're going to find out who it was. I don't know. But anyway, that's a perfect place to stop. Somebody is down here. It's interesting because you're like, I wonder... The thing is like, I don't think it's, like, I was always in the parts like this where they show, like, hell, right? And you're like, oh, it's probably Alan. But now I'm just wondering. Because, like, Alan is trying to make us happy so we don't disappear. So he was working with Minerva. He's like, I don't give a shit what you do. I just want her to not die. So, like, his motivation, yeah, helping Minerva, not good, but we totally get why he's doing it, right? So I don't think this would be him. So I'm curious as to who. Is it Minerva? But, like, why is she down here? I don't know. But anyway, yeah, I'm going to wrap this up here because we're, like, over time. So anyway, I will see you guys next time. Remember to give the video a big thumbs up and subscribe to see more.